Alright guys, today we're going to finish up our Algebra 1 review worksheet, part 2, so we're starting number 19, go throughout. Alright, this is the hint page you're going to have on the test. So, to start off on part 2, we're going to start with the word 19. That's going to use one more idea. Now, number 19 is going to use the idea of these perfect squares right here, and it's use this idea of these radical properties, and the idea of conjugates right here. Alright, so 23 and 24, once again, I'm going to factor. I'm going to be looking for the greatest common factor first, and then I'm going to make sure that these don't work, and if they do, I'll factor it accordingly. So 2 goes in both of those, so I'm left with 2 on the outside, x squared minus 64 on the inside. That is 2 terms, and they're both perfect. X squared is x and x. 64 is 8 and 8. There is a minus sign in the middle, so that means my best answer is going to be 2, x plus 8, x minus 8. Make sure you have your steps here. Now 147 and 3, 3 goes into both of them. It's going to leave me with 49 minus x squared. Now I'm going to break down, put the factors of the first term, factors of the last term. I'm using a squared minus b squared. And that's it. Alright, 25 and 26, they're not going to have anything common. They're not going to have 2 terms. So I'm going to have to do 3 terms, which means I'm going to follow these steps. So I take the factors of the first term. How do I get c squared? C and c. How do I get 30? Negative 30. So it's negative 1 and 30, negative 2 and 15, negative 3 and 10, negative 5 and 6. Negative 5 plus 6 adds up to be 1, so that's going to be the right middle. So my best answer is going to be c minus 5, c minus 6 in parentheses. Very similar for 26. How do I get x squared? X and x. How do I get 42? 1 and 42, not going to help because that adds up to be 43. 2 and, or it's a 13 there. 2 and 21, nope. 3 and 14, nope. 6 and 7, that adds up to be 13. So your best answer for 26 is x plus 6, x plus 7. And that's it. Alright, so 29 and 30. You can make XY charts for these if you really want to. So when y is 4, I get to pick whatever I want for x, negative 1, 0, 1, but y is always going to be 4. So I go left 1 up to 4, put a dot, 0, 4, put a dot, 1, 4, put a dot. So y equals 4 is a left and right horizontal line. X equals negative 1. This time, negative 1, negative 1, x is only allowed to be negative 1, but I can pick different numbers for y. So I go left 1, 0, left 1, 1, left 1, 2, 3 dots in a line. There's my line right there. That's it for 29 and 30. Alright, for 31 and 32, I'm going to find the slope using the slope formula. So remember, I'm going to label. This is going to be x1, this is going to be y1, this is going to be x2, this is going to be y2. I'm going to plug it into these formulas. So I'm going to put negative 6 minus 9 all over negative 2 minus 4. So the top's going to become minus 15 all over negative 2 times minus 4 is going to be negative 6. Negative is positive. I simplify the fraction. I end up with 5 thirds. So my slope equals 5 thirds. That's it. So 32, I have x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to negative 6 minus 9 all over 4 minus 4. which is going to give me negative 15 all over 0. Cannot have 0 on the bottom. That's not possible. So that means that the slope for a vertical line or a straight up and down line is going to be undefined. That's it for 32. Alright, so 33 is just like 32. So I'm going to find my slope, where slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's going to be x2, y2. That's going to be x1, y1. Plug it in. I end up with negative 6 minus negative 6 all over negative 2 minus 4. It's going to be 0 over 6, which means your slope for this line is just going to be 6. It means 0. 0. Your slope's going to be 0. And you're allowed to have a 0 slope. That means it's a left and right line. Alright, so 34. To find the equation of the line using slope-intercept form. So, the first thing we do is find the slope. So we say m equals y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So that's x2, that's y2, that's x1, y1. So I'm going to put 7 minus negative 13 all over negative 2 minus 2. So I'm going to get positive 20 all over minus 4, which is going to be negative 5. That's my m. So I'm going to plug it into y equals mx plus b form. So I'm going to have y equals negative 5x plus b. I don't know what b is. So now I'm going to take one of my set of y. I'm just taking the second one. Doesn't matter which one you take. I'm going to plug it in. So I'm going to get 7 equals negative 5 instead of x. Put negative 2. Plus b. So 7 equals 10 plus b. I subtract 10 from both sides. B equals negative 3. So that's your intercept. That's your slope. So put it together. So we're left with y equals negative 5x minus 3. Pretty good. Alright, 35, exact same concept. This time x1 is 4, x2 or y1 is 13, x2 is negative 2, y2 is negative 7. So we say m equals negative 7 minus negative 13 all over negative 2 minus 4. So we're left with negative 6, positive 6 all over negative 2 minus 4 is going to be negative 6. Together it's going to be negative 1. So that's my slope. So since my slope is negative 1, I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to say y equals negative 1x plus b. I don't know what b is, but I do have an x and a y, so I'm going to say negative 7 equals negative 1 instead of x, I put negative 2 plus b, so we get negative 7 equals positive 2 plus b. I subtract 2 from both sides, so b is going to be equal to negative 9. So I have a b, I have an m, so I'm going to write it as y equals negative 1x minus 9. And that's our problem. That's actually going to finish up the worksheet, guys, so we're done.